Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Gopi Jana Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Pushpat Paravangja Paribrajaka Acharya Sattva Sadasya Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Swami Prabhupada ki jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnavand ki jai, Ramacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki jai, Prem se kaho Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktavand ki jai, Sri Sri Radha Krishna Gaur Gopinath Sam Kund Radha Kund Girivardhan ki jai, Vrindavan Dham ki jai, Navadvip Dham ki jai, Ganga Mai ki jai, Jamuna Mai ki jai, तुलसी देवी की जय, भक्ति देवी की जय, स्वामी तो भक्तविंद की जय. All glories to the Assembled Lord. All glories to the Assembled Lord. All glories to the Assembled Lord. Thank you very much.
Bhagavatam, 7th Canto, 6th Chapter, Text number 6, given by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, recorded on December 8th, 1975, in Vrindavan, India.
Translation: Every human being's duration of life is maximum 100 years. Out of these 100 years, persons who cannot control the senses misuse half of them. Therefore, such person's duration of life is 50 years. The other balanced 50 years is completely lost because at night he sleeps 8 to 12 hours.
Pumsa varsa satam ayu tadadhancha jitatmana nishphalam jadasu ratriyam site andham prapitasama. Now, Ayudhaya, Prahlad Maharaj has already explained how these foolish persons are simply wasting time for economic development. I shall get money, and with money, dharma, artha, kama, I shall satisfy my senses. This is why dharma, artha, kama. Nobody is trying for moksha. Dharma, artha. They come to the temple just to become a dharmic, but the real purpose is, my dear Lord, I am a very poor man, please give me some money. Dharma, artha. And what will do with money? Kama, I shall satisfy my senses. This is why. So Krishna gives them. Vijathaman prapadante. It is not that Krishna does not give, Krishna satisfies. All right. Isliye, for this reason, it is recommended that even if you have got some lusty desire to fulfill, still you go to Krishna and he will satisfy. Don't go to other demigods. Kamastasya hitagnyana jajanti annadevata. Generally people go to other demigods for fulfilling their lusty desires. Mother Goddess Kali, I am very great devotee of you, kindly allow me to eat meat. Mother says, all right, bring one black goat and offer me, and then take prasadam. This is meant for the meat eaters. The purpose is to restrain him. Instead of purchasing meat from the slaughterhouse, the Shastra says, all right, you meat eat in this way. This is restriction. This is not indulgence. Loke bhavaya amisamadvasi va nityastu jantu nahi tatatolana. To eat meat, to have sex life, amisamadvasi, and to drink intoxication. These things are naturally there. So why Shastra should encourage them? Yes, you can eat meat by
offering puja, worship to goddess Kali. Yes, you may have sex life by marrying in this way. The Shastras there are mentioned. But this is not encouraging. This is restraining. If he is not married, he will enjoy sex life like cats and dogs. Therefore, Shastra says, all right, don't become cats and dogs, become a human being and get married and have your sex life under restraint. Similarly, if you are Rakshasa, you want to eat meat, don't eat like Rakshasa, better offer a goat to be sacrificed before goddess Kali. The goat will be benefited because it is offering his life before goddess Kali. He will immediately get the body of human being, immediately promotion. He is benefited and he has the right to kill this man. These are the injunctions in the Shastras. The Shastra never encouraging this. But those who are in the tamogun, in the darkness, just to raise them gradually to the shatagun, some concession is given. Just like government. Government opens liquor shop. The liquor shop is opened not to encourage. Nowadays, of course, the situation is different. But the fact is that if the government does not open liquor shop, these rascals will distill liquor every home. Therefore government gives some concession. These are concessions, these are not required at all. For human beings, they are not required. Therefore we restrict. No intoxication, no meat eating. It is not required. Simply we are habituated to indulge in these sinful activities. They are not required. To speak frankly, there is no necessity for marrying. There is no necessity. If one can remain a brahmachari all through, then is a great benefit. Great benefit. Janmai sanadi grihamedi sukham mitucham. What is the benefit? It is increasing botheration. But they are trying to get out of botheration. Just like you see advertisement, 1, 2, 3, bus, no more children. And others, what I shall do? Like kill. That's how. Kill them by contraceptive method or directly. Don't allow more than 1, 2, 3 children. They understand that it is botheration. As the Shastra also says, botheration. Janmai sanadi grihamedi sukham mitucham karnuanena karayu dhivlippa dukham. Tippanta neha kripana bahudukha bhaja. Bahudukha bhaja. Pandukiva manasija visayeta dhira. All right, I have begotten one child. I have to take care of so much care, all that. But, all right, you have trouble, taken so much trouble, stop here. No more. No, again. Tippanta neha kripana bahudukha bhaja. There are so many botherations, but still, we do it practically. Why? It is said that aditatmana cannot control this. Become victimized. Victims of sense enjoyment. Ajitatma. So Prahlad Maharaj is speaking of this ajitatma. Those rascals who cannot control the senses. The first, their business is to sleep as much as possible. 12 hours, 14 hours. In the Western countries, sometimes 16 hours or 24 hours. In the beginning, in the second Avenue, 26, when morning prayer was going on, 7, not very early. And so many other tenants, half naked. Mr. Judah was our landlord. Mr. Judah, what is this going on? Stop it, stop it. And says, Mr. Judah used to say, no, they will not stop, I cannot say. You go to the police. So sometimes police were coming to stop us. But we did not stop. They are ajitatma. Ajitatma. Jitatmana. The human life is meant for gaining victory over the senses. No, better be victimized by the senses. This is modern civilization. Modern civilization means the more you become victimized by senses, you are advanced. So here, the ajitatmana, their first business is to eat voraciously and to sleep unlimitedly. This is ajitatmana. So, this ajitatmana in another place, Bhagavad it is said, Pasyatam atmatattam griheshu grihamedina nidrya hiyate nakram nidrya hiyate nakram babayana sa vabayam apasyatam atmatattam griheshu grihamedina. This family life, griheshu, grihamedina, are very much attached. This is Maya. Prahlad Maharaj, from the age of 5 years, he condemned hityatma ghatam grihanda kupam. Griha, this so-called family life, is a dark well. We are thinking we are very happily living with nice wife and children and working very hard, getting money. But Shastra says, you are fallen in the dark well. Grihanda kupam. All right, let me remain here. No, atmaghatam. If you remain in this way, then you will kill your soul. Atmaghatam. Therefore, in the Vedic civilization, there is compulsion. Get out! Panchasadham vanam braje. Now you are 50 years old, past. Immediately get out. No, I have got so many duties, I have got this. No. Brajet. Compulsion. This verb is used, vidhiling. There is no argument. You must, just like when nature calls you that. You must be. Similarly, this is Vedic civilization. Not that unless you are killed or being shot down by somebody else, you are not living the Grihanda Kupam. This is not Vedic civilization. Vedic civilization is that brahmachari, grihastha, manaprastha, sannyas. You must be prepared, especially the higher caste, especially the brahmanas. The brahmanas must observe the 4 adhyatmic principles, brahmachari, grihastha, manaprastha. Brahmana, they do not go even to the grihastha life, remain brahmachari. But even he goes only for 25 years. It is said, Pungsa Varsha Satang Ki Ayu. So divide this Varsha Satang, 100 years. 25 years brahmachari, 25 years grihastha, 25 years manaprastha, and last 25 years sannyasa. That is real civilization. Not that no brahmachari, no manaprastha, no sannyas, simply grihastha. They are not grihastha, they are called grihamedi. Apasyatam atmatattam griheshu grihamedina. There are 2 words, grihamedhi and grihastha. Grihastha means that is only for 25 years. Not more than that. That is Grihastha. And those who are Grihastha up to the point of death, or unless he is killed, that is Grihamedhi. Grihamedhi means he has made his center the wife and family, just like one cow is tied with the rope and with a fixed up wood, and he is going round here this way. And he is thinking that he is going round the world. Yes. So Grihamedhi means he has fixed up his center, his wife and children, and going round throughout the whole life. No ending. They are called Grihamedhi. And Grihastha means Grihastha ashram. Grihamedhi ashram name. Grihamedhi, only Grihamedhi. And Grihastha ashram. Grihastha ashram means it is as good as other ashram. Sannyas ashram. Grihastha ashram. If he lives according to the regulated principle, that is ashram. That is also not for all the time. Only for 25 years. So those who do not observe these rules and regulations, they are called ajitatmanaha, uncontrolled, victims of senses, victimized by the senses, ajitat. So their business is to sleep as much as possible. They are never practiced to get up early in the morning, unless they are bombed or knocked. They cannot take to this practice. These are ajitatmana. So, nishphalam. This ajitatmana means they are passing their days without any benefit. Nishphalam. Without any result. Human life is meant for good result. Arthadam, adhuvam, durlabam manusam janma, tadapi adhuvam arthadam. That is the Prahlad Maharaj's description. That is a fact. The human life is so valuable, and I shall waste it simply by sleeping. Therefore Goswami, our predecessor gurus, they have shown nidrahara viharakadi vijito. They conquered over these things. Nidra, sleeping. Nidra is very dangerous. According to Vedic civilization, it is simply waste of time. If one is not serious about the value of this human form of life, he may waste his time by sleeping. But no, if we follow our predecessors, our Goswamis, who were all ministers, but they came to Vrindavan to practice what nidrahara viharakadi vijito, to conquer over sleeping, eating and mating. And coming to Vrindavan, if we indulge in that way, then what is the use of coming to Vrindavan? Go to hell and live there. The Vrindavan life is that. You have to practice nidrahara viharakadi vijito. That is wanted. So, those who are ajitatmana, although they have got 100 years age, still 50 years they are wasting at least, because they will sleep at night 12 hours. So 50 years wasted. And the other 50 years, that will be described in the next verse, 20 years by sporting. Because a man, a boy, it is natural, every country, they are students, instead of becoming brahmachari, guru grihe, vasandanta, instead of becoming shanta danta, very peaceful, they are indulging in sporting. This is introduced in India also. I have seen in Calcutta many young men at 12 o'clock, no, they are playing football. Why? There is no engagement. What he'll do? Unemployment. There is no employment because education means to become servant, to write one application and go office to office. Sir, give me some service. No vacancy. Get out. This is education. After taking the BA, MA degrees, they have no employment. So what they will do? They will form party of anarchists and Naxalites and play football because they must have some engagement. This is advancement of civilization. Instead of utilizing the valuable form of human life, there is always wasting. And at night they are sleeping, and at noon they are playing football. Wasting in this time. So, this will be explained next one. Mugdhasya balle koisha kirata jati vinshati. By so-called sporting life, 20 years passed. 50 years by sleeping, and 20 years by football. And then 70 years passed. And jaraya gasatehasya jati kalpasya vinshati. And when he is old man, here is pain, here is rheumatism, here is what is called diabetes, and so on. So by treatment, by blood examination, by this, vinshati, another 20 years. So 20 years sporting, 20 years diabetes, and 50 years sleeping, then where is life? Where is the opportunity for Krishna consciousness? This is modern civilization. So, we are trying to save people from this modern civilization. This is modern means, in this age, it is excessively has increased. But this process was existent, this is the way of material life. So in the Sattva-yuga, it was less. In the Treta-yuga, it was more, and in the Dwapar-yuga, it is still more, and Kali-yuga, it is full. This is the difference of ages. Therefore, Kalu, in this age, nasteva gatiranatha, Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Yati. Kalu sankirtanai prāri jajanti sumedasa. There is no hope for liberation from this material bondage except chanting this Hare Krishna mantra. Other things, it is not possible. If you want to revive the old Vedic civilization, Brahmachari and Grihastha Vanaprastha and Brahman, Kshatriya, these are all spoiled. Everything is spoiled. Then what is the position? The Kalo Shudra Sambhava. We say, simply they are Shudras. So how the Shudras will be delivered by your Krishna consciousness? Yes, they will. Not only Shudras, those who are less than Shudras. Kirata Hunam Yatilinda Pukkasa, Abhira Sambha Javanakasa. Janetapa. Not only Shudras, the less than the Panchama, the 5th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade, 10th grade, all rascals and all sinful men, they will be all delivered simply by Krishna consciousness. Papi tapi jato chilo hari name uddhara. To take this chanting of Hare Krishna and your life will be saved. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna. So this lecture is on Srimad Bhagavatam, 7th canto, chapter 6, text number 6. Title is The Victors and the Victimized. The shloka is telling that 50% of the life people waste. How? In sleeping, yes. So Paradma is telling that they are misusing the half of their life in sleeping. Yeah. Okay. Then Prabhupada started telling that people go to temple, but why they go for temple?
They come to temple to ask Krishna for some money, saying they are poor, they want money. And this,
Haribo. So Prabhupada explained then, okay, we can go to Krishna for demanding, and Krishna will satisfy. It's much better than going to demigods. Yes. So then Prabhupada explained in Vedas, all these things are given, wrong things are given, not to encourage, but to
Restrain.
restrain. And Prabhupada quoted examples, 2-3 examples. What all? Okay, Amit Prabhu.
If a person wants to eat meat, then offer to Mother Kali and then eat meat. And governments also open liquor shops, but to restrain that, but not to encourage them.
Haribo. Then very correctly told that it is mentioned in the Vedas to restrain them. So then somebody in Tamoguna, so what is the hope for them? How they rise above Tamoguna, what Prabhupada told. These all injunctions are for those people who are in Tamoguna. So Prabhupada told that just to raise them gradually to Sadguna, all this concession is given. So if they follow it, slowly they will come to Sattva-guna. Then Prabhupada told there are so many botheration in this world. So, but still people are doing these things. Why? Prabhupada explained about the Grihemedi life there, that how people are having so much of problem. They are saying 1, 2, 3 bus. Later we heard, this is Prabhupada time, later they heard Hum do Hamare do. So they are doing a lot of botheration. They are killing the, in the womb. So why?
Because Prabhupada is telling Ajita Atmana. They don't have control in senses.
Haribo. So why all these things are happening? Because they don't have control on the senses. They are becoming victimized. Victims of sense enjoyment. And then they are suffering. Then Prabhupada told that human life is meant for what? They are suffering, they are not able to control, but human life is meant for?
gaining victory over the senses.
Haribo! But modern civilization means, Prabhupada explained in detail about modern civilization. Tell in the mic.
Modern civilizations means the more you are victimized by senses, the more advanced you are.
Haribo! It's completely opposite. Vedic are teaching us control the senses, and modern civilization is telling be a slave of the senses. Okay. So then Prabhupada started telling about Grihemedi. So Grihemedi people think, let me remain here only. Then Prabhupada told, what is the problem with that? If they say, I will not get retired, I will just continue my life and like this. Then
like after Grihastha, they should take Vanaprastha. Without going to Vanaprastha, they continue because children and wife.
So what's the problem with that if they continue like that?
They fall into Maya. And
Okay, they are already in Maya.
They
Give to Muli.
Their life, they think their life is centered around wife and children.
That is Greh Mehdi. I am asking what is the destination of that Greh Mehdi? Prabhupada explained.
Maximum sense enjoyment.
Destination.
Destination.
That's they are doing now. Okay, give submit, Prabhu. Destination of Greh Mehdi.
They will be under dark well, Andakupam, and they'll kill their soul.
Haribo. That's what exactly Prabhupada told, that if they are fallen in the dark well, Graham and the Kupam, they think that let me remain here only. If you remain in this way, then you will kill your soul. Atma Patam. Yes. So therefore, what the solution Vedic scriptures are given? What is the solution Prabhupada told?
Vedic scripture has given us ashramas, brahmachari, vanaprastha, brahmachari, grihastha, vanaprastha and sannyas ashrams. If one follows them properly, then he can get out of
But especially those who are 50, what is told to them?
For the age of 50, it is recommended that they should be vanaprasthas, but those who have not married, they can remain brahmachari.
Haribo. You told very sweetly. Prabhupada told, now you are 50 years old, immediately get out. Now is the time. Compulsory. Prabhupada is telling, they say I have so many duties. No, Rajit, compulsory. This verb is used. There is no argument. You have to just like a nature, you have to go out. It's not like that, you become killed or shot, then you leave your family life. Compulsory one should give out. Okay, then as we know that this 100 years, how, as per the Vedics, if there are 100 years, how they are divided? How one should divide their 100 years of life? 4 division. Okay, we will not answer.
First 25 years brahmachari, then 25 years grahasti, then 25 years vanaprastha and 25 years sannyasi.
Haribo. Then Prabhupada explained the difference between Greh Mehdi and Grihastha. What all things Prabhupada told about? Yes, Naresh Prabhu, please answer. Who are Greh Medis and who are Grihastha? Yes.
Greh means the person who always surrounded with wife and is thinking that only and is doing that only and is not doing Krishna, is doing that only.
And who is the Grihastha?
Grihastha is engaged in Krishna. Engaging Krishna consciousness.
Who is engaged in Krishna consciousness. Prabhupada told that those who keep Krishna in center. Haribo. So which one of them is ashram? Greh Mehdi or Grihastha? Grihastha, Prabhupada. Nahi, Prabhupada ne bola. Greh Mehdi ashram nahi hai. Greh Mehdi is only Greh Mehdi. Agar Grihastha is a ashram. Okay. Then Prabhupada was explaining this word Ajit Atmanaha. So he related with the word Nishphalam that comes in the shloka. Anyone remember? Nishphalam, how it is related?
If we lead a life of Ajitatmana without controlling of the senses, we'll be simply wasting our time. It's a Nishphalam.
Nishphalam, without any result. Haribo. Then Prabhupada explained that Nidra. Nidra is very dangerous according to Vedic civilization. Why?
It is simply waste of time.
It's simply waste of time. Haribo. So this lecture Prabhupada gave in Vrindavan. So Prabhupada is telling that if you come to Vrindavan and after coming to Vrindavan you're just sleeping and doing all these things, then what is the use of coming to Vrindavan? Go to hell and live there. So heavy. So then Prabhupada explained that this 50 years already wasted, then another 20 years, the next verse is going to come. How people waste. Prabhupada gave some example also.
Sleeping.
50 years are wasted in sleeping. Next 20 years.
Playing football.
Ah.
Yes, in sports.
Sports. Another 20 years in sports. Haribo. So then Prabhupada explained about the problem with the education. Modern education, so-called education. What Prabhupada explained? Okay, Amar Prabhu.
In modern education, they will teach the cause of the process, but the ultimate cause of all the causes is Krishna. They will not teach.
Okay, good. And that's a good answer. At the same time, Prabhupada explained something more in the lecture related to that. You want to answer? Okay.
After modern education, everyone beg for the service for companies after MBA and
Not service, yeah. They say, sir, give me some service. And they'll say, no vacancy. Please get out. So they are having degree, MA, BA, all these things, but still they are going from one place to another. And what? They don't have anything, no engagement, and they waste their time in playing football. So like that, next 20 years goes. Okay? Haribo. Then another 20 years. So 70 ho gaya. 50 sleeping mein, 20 sporting mein. Another 20 years. How they waste. Okay.
In diseases like diabetes.
I told old age and disease. Haribo. So out of 100 years, 90 years, ho gaya. So where is the opportunity to practice in Krishna consciousness? And this is modern civilization. Then Prabhupada tells this modern civilization is increasing more and more in this age. How Prabhupada explained this? Why we call it modern civilization? In terms of yugas. But it's always there. You remember what Prabhupada told?
It was actually existing from all the yugas, but it was less in Sattva, more in Treta, more and more in Dwapara. It is full in Kali Yuga.
Haribo. So in this age of Kali, where the modern civilization is increasing like anything, what is the hope for liberation? Prabhupada quoted a shloka.
Hare Naam eva kevalam.
Pura bol dijiye. Full.
Kalo nasteva gatirannata.
Haribo. So that's the only hope. Holy name is the only hope in this age of Kali. And then Prabhupada told the glories of this process. Not only Sudra, others can also be delivered. How? What will happen to all these low class people, those who are?
Kirata huna, Prabhupada is quoting, Kirata hunandra pulinda pulkasha, avira shamba yavana kashadaya. So all this can be delivered by Papita Yetachilu, Harinama Uddharilu. So by Harinam, they will be delivered.
Haribo! But not only Sudras, the less than them, Panchama, the 5th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade, 10th grade, all rascals, all sinful men, all will be delivered simply by Krishna consciousness. Therefore, take this chanting of Hare Krishna and your life will be saved. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada.
Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada.
Jai Jai Prabhupada, 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 Jai Srila Prabhupada.
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada.
Granthra Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki Jai.